Hello, my dear Taurus. So, this is the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. And this is their feelings of love or other feelings that they have towards you. And this is their thoughts. So we have a Six of Pentacles here. So it's a very friendly card. So they want equalness. Maybe before with the Eight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, they probably felt like they were giving a lot to the relationship and you didn't put in enough effort. Okay, so but that's their opinion. And this is their feelings towards you. And we have a Five of Wands. So they realize that you have conflicting interest, and this has made them feel very abandoned and heartbroken, but they're trying to deal with this. They're trying to put up better boundaries around themselves and solve this on both a mental and an emotional level, because it's very painful this to be in opposition with other people, maybe trying to control them in different ways. You shouldn't feel like that. You shouldn't think like that. I feel threatened. We can be threatened by other people's, for example, political opinions. Or if they laugh at a certain point where we think that this is evil, and then you need to be an evil person and I can't trust you. So it's easy for a human being to be triggered by another person. And this is the most likely action. And we have a Four of Wands, Four of Swords, Knight of Cups, and 10 of Wands. Ace of Cups. Okay, so I think they want a relationship with you. But they are a little bit unsecure because they don't feel like they can trust themselves. They feel like a revolver that could go off at any point, just becoming very dramatic. And they are also, with the Six of Wands that we saw earlier, they're trying to heal and they need to digest their old traumas and dramas and karma so they can become better people. 4-4. So they're trying to work on becoming a more stable person, not so maybe crazy or over dramatic. Okay, and this is their thoughts. And we have the Hermit together with the King of Cups. So they're working a lot on self-healing. And when the person heals themselves, they become like a goose. You can pour a lot of water on a goose. It will just fall off, or it will just evaporate. And if you are healed, you have no wounds that can be touched. Nothing inside of you can react or overreact. And the King of Cups is the card of healing, a person that have healed themselves or are in the process to heal themselves. So with the Hermit, they have withdrawn inside themselves and are healing themselves so that they can become this goose that no matter what happens, they will still love themselves. They won't be triggered because they don't have a wound that can be triggered, like, oh, how could you do this to me? It's not going to happen. If the person has no wound, they will feel in control over themselves, and they know that they can take good care of themselves, and whatever you do, it stands for you, and they don't take it personally. Here we see the High Priestess. The High Priestess talks about their self-value, to see themselves as a valuable person, worthy of love, and having also high boundaries, not being codependent to other people and maybe obsessive of them. I love myself. I have my own inner peace. And whoever is invited to my life is not someone that are allowed to disturb that inner peace or act in selfish or illoyal ways towards me. And this is a good way to heal, to start to put boundaries like this and start to value yourself in a beautiful way. And we have messages here, and that means that when the person is healing from their wounds, these wounds also become pages in their book of wisdom. That's why you are supposed to be traumatized and go through a lot of challenges and create karma for yourself. So you will have new pages to your soul's book of wisdom. So it's not an evil game. It's the soul's curious longing to express, to find themselves and to explore this universe and to learn as much as there is to learn before this universe goes back to sleep again. And here we have the Two of Wands, two High Priestess, Two of Wands, together with 20 Judgments. So this is actually 222. So this person is working a lot with finding out what's right and what's wrong. When we get triggered and we know that we are over dramatic and easily get triggered, we both feel upset by the person that triggered us, and we also get upset on ourselves that got triggered. Why do I feel like this? Can't I just let it go? Let them do whatever they want. I can take care of myself. But the reality is that we get very triggered. So this person is trying to find out what's right, what's wrong from an above perspective. Are this person allowed to go out and party all night with their friends, maybe not coming home to the next afternoon, and I don't know if they slept with someone else? Are they allowed to do that, or are they not allowed to do that? And this is something that every person needs to decide for themselves, and it makes up their moral value, their kind of the inner laws, if you would want to say. There's universal laws, but this person is trying to find out what's right, what's wrong. And when they think people are behaving wrongly, they will judge this and decide for themselves what to do with this. If a person is illoyal and gossip about me with the other friends, what am I supposed to do? So one person might decide, I will never speak to that person again. And it shows that this person has a wound. Another person might feel like, oh, I need to immediately call up that person and sort this out and find out what it is that they are really thinking. And they're not taking it personal. They're not becoming triggered. They just want to sort it out. And it can be different variation, but it's all about keeping the world a little bit on an arm's length distance and trying to find out what is it that is the right thing for me to do, what's my values, and what can I allow other people to do towards me or in my surrounding. This is like a court judgment, and this is about people keeping authority in that court and putting rules. So they're putting up rules for themselves and for others, how they are allowed to behave in relationships, how you are allowed to behave towards them. So they're trying to make up this rule book for themselves. It doesn't have to be cemented rules. It's changed as we learn new things, but they are learning self-respect and to actually being able to put a boundary and stick to that and not become codependent and yield and say, you don't have to be loyal towards me. I will follow you like a puppy anyway. So they're trying to outgrow that kind of behavior, because when humans becomes puppies like this, they usually become aggressive puppies. You shouldn't have left me. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done this. So it's not a puppy that just unconditionally accept and follows wherever this person of our affection goes. It's more a yappy puppy that have a lot of opinions about it and victimize themselves, but still hangs on or follows around. And here we have the Sun card. So Sun card, when it comes to emotions, is the highest card for love, and it can indicate soulmates, but also that the person have seen the truth in some way. And we have the Queen of Cups. So when the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups comes in the reading, so underneath it all, their projections, their drama, and them trying to sort out right from wrong, they love you deeply, okay? And you are the king or queen of their hearts, and they love you with all their hearts. But then we have the Five of Swords. So in this business, we're trying to maybe not repeat, for example, childhood trauma where someone abandoned them or was disloyal. They are making you the enemy here. Maybe because you have done something similar, or just because they fear you will do something similar. And then we have the Magician and the Strength card. So I'm thinking they are too much in this process right now to show you any real love. Even if they feel it, they are too much in this process, individualization process, to determine where they end and another person begins, and what are their moral values, and how they want other people to treat them and how they want to treat other people. So they're too preoccupied with this to be particularly grown up or have a forgiving heart or anything like that. So there will probably be a distance between you, even if they love you, because they need this time to find their own ways and become very strong in themselves. It's a part of their healing process. And at this point, they need to make you the enemy to protect themselves. And later on, when they have healed, they will forgive and they will be the bigger person. But we haven't come to that just yet. So we have 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. So they probably feel like they love you, but maybe they feel like you don't deserve it because you haven't treated them in accordingly with their moral values, which can be a little bit skewed. Like they can be thinking that people should behave in a certain way, and they are not allowed to hurt other people in any kind of way. For example, you are not allowed to leave this place because then I get abandoned. So it's a little bit like a control freak. A magician here. It's showing that this person tries to find their way in the world, and they're trying to be very strong and protect themselves with this maybe judgmental moral values a little bit, and making you then the problem. So that's on their emotional level. They feel they love you to the moon and back, but you are a big problem because you don't share their moral values, or you don't see things in the same way. And this is, I have heard about these people that needs trigger warnings. It's very funny. People that can't take when someone says jokes offensively or do something else offensively. They get so triggered. This is this type of person. They need the world to treat them with cotton gloves, and there's a long list what people should and shouldn't do, and it's really childish, and it doesn't show any traces of a person being healed. But this person is in a process, and eventually they will come to this place where they have healed themselves and they realize it's not other people's job to not trigger me. It's my job to make problems small and myself big by self-love, self-support, having my own back. So even if these people doesn't behave in the way I want, I still behave in the way I want, and I'm getting very secure with that, and I don't have to control the world to be able to live in it. But right now they want to control the world and you, and how you should behave and all these kind of things. And this is the most likely action, and we have the 8 of coins. So they really feel the longing and the need to build something together with you, but of course accordingly possibly with their rules that you need to follow their moral codex. But they want to have a bridge between you two, but this bridge can be a little bit like a chain for you, that they build this bridge, and then you have to behave in certain ways to make them feel happy, or so they won't become dramatic or impossible or behave in bad ways. And that's not going to work, because that's not love. That is something else. It's maybe I don't know, some kind of police state or something like this. 10 of Swords. So they're going to gruesomely awake to the reality and realize that they can't control the people that they love. And then we have the Fool here. 0, 1, 2. So we're counting up to something. The person are supposed to grow up, but it's a little bit like they're growing down instead and becoming more and more maybe reactive and prideful, and they lean towards their moral laws, much like a really religious person would lean against the Bible. And it's like a blanket that babies have to comfort themselves, and this is how this person is using this as well. So it's a little bit naive, but it doesn't mean that the person is evil. They're trying to install systems to protect themselves in this world. Here we have a 9 of Pentacles, so that's good news. And Justice is semi-good news. This person is going through this individualization process. Hermit, 9 of Pentacles, this belongs to the Hermit card. It's a person creating their own garden, taking good care of themselves inside that garden, much like the High Priestess. She lives in a temple and she only lets her true friends into her paradise garden. So this is a good thing. But then we have the 11. So 11, 1 plus 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. We have a lot of twos here. So this person still has this moral crutch, which they are leaning towards, and they think that their moral rules should be everyone's moral rules. And they think you have a lot to say you're sorry for. You probably aren't. It's very likely that they get very easily offended just by you being yourself and having your natural freedom in a relationship. You don't have to call them all the time. Sometimes you get a cold, so you can't show up when you promise to show up, and you call them and say, I can't come, and they get really, really angry with you. It can be that you say something like your opinion and it's not their opinion, and they got super excited and very dramatic and upset with you. So these are the kind of, it's a little bit pettiness is what I'm feeling here. But this is all Major Arcana card, and it shows that this person needs to go through this process, having this strong judgment and protect themselves and be like, if you don't do this, I will never forgive you. And they will reap what they sow. It will probably not be what they want, because people don't have to live up to their rules or regulations or moral values. They do what they want, and we need to love them for who they are. It's like live and let live. Of course, there's certain things, there's a freedom to life, but you're not supposed to mess up someone else's life or leave your crap in front of them or steal their stuff or abuse them or mistreat them in any way, like abusive or gaslighting or beating up another person or killing them. There's a long list, but this is not it. It's more these things, what you should have done. You should be like this, you should act like this, you should behave like this. So they have this long list, and no one can live up to their expectations, and frankly you probably don't even want to live up to these expectations. Life would be very boring and you wouldn't have any freedom left. So this person needs to face this themselves and have the consequences of being this rigid and trying to make other people dance after their pipe. Why they are acting like this is they don't feel good enough, or they don't love themselves enough, and they need you to treat them with silk gloves so they will feel a little bit better. But they need to be faced with reality and face their wounds so they can heal it. I'm walking through the dark night of my soul. Well, I can't see that they're doing that just yet, but they're probably on their way with this very rigid behavior. They will be faced with the consequences. For example, people not wanting to be with them anymore, or giving up on the drama and other things. It was important for me to be the provider. I think this means that it was important for them to be the one that were right in the relationship, that they had the right opinions that you should bend to. They had the right ideas for what you should do or how you should solve this certain problem. They had the right moral value that you should bend to, and so on and so forth. And this is, of course, control issues that this person have. For me, money is important. Money is another way. It's a fear of survival when we're holding on very tightly to money. And it shows that a person needs to be very secure. So, for example, money, it can be money. We have a lot of money cards here. Maybe it was very crucial for them that you paid equal for the food, or it can be things like this, but it can show itself in different ways. It can also be that the person wants to own things. They want to own you. They want to own your time. They want to own your loyalty. They want to there's a lot of things that they want to save for later, like a little squirrel. So they're probably being very nice towards you and expect that you should be equally nice towards them. And if you're doing something wrong, it's like you owe them. Because they did all these things for you. And what did you do for them? Nothing. So it has to do with this person's sense of security. And it comes from, again, these rules. And if they can control the assets, you or the house or the friend you have in common or whatever, they will try to do so. So I will see what they would want to say to you here. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. And, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So as we saw before, this person truly loves you, but with this love, it also seems like they would want to possess you, both your mind, your heart, your time, a little bit your everything. And I don't think you will agree to this. It would be, it's like being a slave to someone. So I will see advice for you. And we have peace. There's a lot of cards in this deck, but I think I have had peace for maybe half of the signs. So calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. So if this person is very dramatic, be peaceful. Say this too will pass, or this is this person's personal opinion. It's very little to do with me. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. So even if this little dog is yapping, around your feet, you're just, okay, all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. I'm laughing because I saw you kind of closing the door for this person and then it became peaceful. So that was funny. Okay. And we will see here with your relationship what the divine wants to judge about that. They say separation, and we have a 10 of swords here. And I'm thinking it's because this person's immaturity and their need to go through this process of becoming standing on their own side, being really rigid, like all the way into the brick wall, and say never no more, and I should never return, or give a lot of ultimatums, and you just keep your peace here and say, oh, okay, you do as you want. You can have, if you don't. If you can't accept my freedom and you put this ultimatum, I can't compromise with you, I'm sorry. My life is too important. So you keep your peace and you let them jump like this little angry dog here. And then they will put their ultimatum and they will judge you as someone that can't be in their paradise. And that will lead to separation. And in this separation, this person will go their road, their spiritual road, and they will try different things out and they will learn. And maybe eventually they will realize this, what they told you, that this relationship is truly sacred, and it doesn't matter who you are, or if you don't come home in time for dinner or whatever it is the problem, they still love you. So it's about the process of forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, because this person can't invite love in at this point. It will only see the lover as an enemy because of the things that they can take away from them. You can take away your loyalty, you can take away your time, you can take away your love. So that makes you into the enemy, the one that's dangerous. So first, when this person has healed, they can become more tranquil and more a person that could actually be in a relationship and stay a little bit cool and try to not own the other person or dictate everything that they should do. And you can wonder, oh, maybe this is me, I'm doing this, but it's possible. But it can also be that the other person projects things onto you. So we can have people acting very covert and manipulate in ways that's they are manipulating you. And for example, they can do things that hurt you so that you will feel very triggered and become very dramatic. So remember this, to stay in peace and not be upset with this. Don't be dragged into this drama here. I draw 2 other cards. We have finances and career and very soon. Again with this finances. So it might be that this person would want to show themselves successful, so you will see what you have missed. They might put posts on, I don't know, social media, for example, and show what kind of success they have had and what you are missing out on, because they hope that this will lure you back, so you will agree to their ultimatum and want to be with them again, is what I'm feeling. It's up to you if you want to go with that or not. You decide. But what I see here is that this person loves you. They are a little bit immature, so they have a lot to learn. It's probably very hard to have an adult relationship with them at this point.